this product?
Lace.
Lays.
Yes, very good. See this and tell me what is this?
Chips.
Yes, these both are chips or lace. Tell me which one will you prefer?
Packaging.
Packed one.
Why will you prefer the packed one?
Quality.
Yes, quality. Okay, very good. Now tell me what is the process of designing a wrapper or container for a product known in commerce?
Packaging.
Very good. Well, students, today we are going to learn about packaging, its levels and functions. Students, open your notebook and write down the meaning of packaging. Packaging means designing, a wrapper or container for a product. For example, the oil come in a jar. So jar is its package. Is the meaning clear to you, students? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now let's move further. Next thing we're going to do is levels of packaging. The first level is primary packaging. Students, write down. It refers to the immediate packing of a product. Primary packaging refers to the immediate packing of a product. It is kept until the product is ready to use or until the product's entire life. For example, student, tell me what is the name of this product?
Colgate base Shakti.
Yes, Colgate Base Shakti, very good. So this is its primary package. It is the immediate packing of a product. It will be kept until until the entire life of a product. Students, give me one example of primary packaging. Yes.
Face wash. Creams.
Okay, very good. Now, the next we are going to move the another level, that is secondary packaging. Secondary packaging means the additional layer of protection. example, students, see this. This Colgate come in a cardboard box. So this is its outer covering, which is the additional layer for the protection of a Colgate. So this is an example of secondary packaging. Is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you are clear, then give me one example of secondary packaging. Yes.
Outer cover of creams. Face wash.
Yes. Very good. Very good, Shweta. The next level that we are going to do is tertiary packaging. Write down tertiary packaging. This packaging is also known as transportation packaging. This packaging is used for transporting the goods from one place to another. The goods are placed in a huge boxes known as corrugated boxes. Let us see. The goods are placed in the large boxes. These are the corrugated boxes. So many units are put in this box and these are used to transport the goods from one place to another. Is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now,
ठीक है बच्चे, बस कर। बहुत अच्छा लेसन है। बच्चे फीडबैक दो इसनो, कोई पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉइंट।
सर बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया उन्होंने।
हाँ, ਹੁਣ ਇਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੀਚਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਅੱਛੀ ਹੋगी। ਇਹਦਾ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ इसने और पीके टेस्टिंग भी अच्छी है, रियल ऑब्जेक्ट्स यूज करती है, कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल भी बहुत अच्छा है। ओवरऑल टीचिंग इसकी अच्छी है। ठीक है,
सर विजिबल है?
हाँ जी, हाँ।
So good morning to all present. How are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning. Okay, students, today we are going to start a very interesting topic. But before starting the topic, I'll ask you some questions. And you have to give answer. Everyone needs to give answer. But if you know the answer, just raise it. Fine? Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a flashcard. Look at it carefully. Yes, have you looked at it? Now tell me,
Yes, ma'am.
whose market share is the highest according to the pie chart?
Maruti Suzuki.
Yes, very correct. Maruti Suzuki. Right. Now, look at this flashcard carefully. Now answer me, which income group constitutes the major part?
मिडिल इनकम ग्रुप।
Very good. Middle income group. So students, as we have seen in both the flashcards that Maruti Suzuki has the highest market share and the middle income group is constituting the major part. Now, the thing that I want to make it clear is that Maruti Suzuki studied its business environment carefully and then derived the information that middle income group in the society is good. And on the basis of that survey, it decided to manufacture the small cars that middle income group can easily afford. So the business environment that Maruti Suzuki Group studied made that company to constitute the major portion of the market. So our today's topic is business environment, importance, and its dimensions. Business environment, its importance, and its dimensions. So let us start with the first point of importance. Number one, first mover advantage. First mover advantage. So, in the earlier class, we have studied that business environment constitutes two types of trends. One is positive trend and the second one is negative trend. If the environment considers to be the positive trend, business positive trend going on in the business environment, then business after studying the business environment, we may get the advantage of first mover. It means that if a company studies the business environment very carefully, then it can tap the useful information and it can get the advantage of the first mover. It means that they can take their advantage by acting on the positive trend ahead of its competitor. They can get ahead of its competitors. As we have studied, that Maruti Udyog tapped the useful information and changed it into the first mover advantage, and hence they constituted the major portion of the market share. Is the first point of importance here, students? Yes. Students, please answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if it is clear, then I will ask you a question. If a business environment is studied properly, then how can a company get the advantage of first move?
They can produce product according to the results.
Very good. According to the information that is being tapped out of the business environment, they can produce the product accordingly and thereby they can get ahead of their competitors. Right? So let us move on to the next point of importance, which is number 2. Early warning signal. Early warning signal. So, the business environment and its study also gives us early warning signal. Now, why is this early warning signal required by us? Well, we have already studied that we have two types of trends going on in the business environment. First trend is positive trend that we have already covered in the first point, that is first mover advantage. But if there is some kind of negative trend going on in the organization or outside the organization, then the tapping of that negative trend information will give us early warning signal. If there is some negative trend going outside in the business environment, Then, with the careful study of our business environment, the business enterprise can get that information before their competitors and they can act or make strategy accordingly so that they are not into some kind of trouble in the future. Is this point clear? How business environment study helps us to get ahead of our competitors via early warning signal?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. But before starting the next point, I would like to add an example here with the early warning signal. Well, there were two companies, Tesla and West. Tesla and West. Both of these companies were the manufacturers of black and white TV. Black and white TV. Tesla studied the business environment very carefully and changed its operations. It changed its operations. That is, it moved out of manufacturing black and white TV. On the other hand, the Western company, it never studied the business environment and they never tagged the useful information and hence it continued to produce black and white TV and hence it was ultimately shut down. So this is the benefit or importance of studying the business environment, that it starts giving us early warning signals that we need to change our way of operating the business. Fine. So let us start with the third point, which is helpful in tapping useful resources. Helpful in tapping useful resources. So, where does the resources come from for doing a business? Where do the resources come from? Yes, students, if you want to start a business, where will the resources come from? Okay, I'm changing the question. What sort of resources are required for doing a business?
Cash,
Cash, yes.
labor,
capital, machinery, labor.
Machinery, labor, very good. Now, where does all these resources come from? Who provides us such resources?
environment,
Very good. Business environment. Very good. So there are resources like cash, finance, machinery, labor. These resources are the basic requirements for starting a business. And these resources are provided to us by our business environment. So business environment, it helps us in having useful resources. So there are many useful resources that are very much prominent for starting a business. And these resources are provided to us by the business environment. So as we are ethical businessmen and we also need to provide something back to the business environment, right? So in that case, what we do is we start studying the business environment and we start knowing about the needs of the society, the tastes and preferences that are changing, and thereby we need to produce the product accordingly. So helpful in tapping useful resources. If a business enterprise completes the needs of the society, then we will be provided with the resources to work. Is this point clear? Moving on to the next point, which
ठीक
is
है बच्चे बस कर हाँ मैं फीडबैक दो बच्चे बच्चे फीडबैक दो भाई चार्ट बनाया बच्चे, चार्ट दिखा दे।
सर रिकैपिचुलेशन चार्ट है और दूसरा 7
दिखाओ।
सर ये चार्ट ये कवर किया हुआ था निकल गया।
ऊपर क्या है ये?
ये रिकैपिचुलेटरी चार्ट था। इसमें सर आंसर जैसे लिख के हाइड किए हुए हैं।
ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है बच्चे, गुड।
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you all?
Good morning.
Okay. Very good morning. Students, today we learn a very interesting topic. But before starting the topic, I'll ask you a few questions and you have to answer the questions. If you know the answer, just raise your hands. Don't give collective answers. Okay, students? What is person called who purchase goods and services by having ownership on it?
Entrepreneur.
Anyone? Okay, I'm repeating the question. What is person called who purchase goods and services by having ownership on it?
Buyer.
Consumer.
Yes. Good. Very good. Consumer. What is practice known as when a consumer feels cheated?
Consumer protection.
Exploitation. Very good. Students, what does a consumer can do when he feels cheated?
Can
He
go
can
to consumer
complain.
court.
Sorry?
He can register complaint.
Complaint.
Yes. Can file a complaint. What are the rights of consumer against which a consumer can file a complaint?
RTM, Consumer Protection Act.
Yes. So our topic for today's class is consumer rights. Students, our first right is right to safety. Right to safety. Write down in your notebook. According to this right, the consumer has the right to get protected against marketing which are hazardous to life and property. Students, understand the point? This right says that a consumer has full right to get protected against marketing of goods and services which are hazardous to life and property. This right basically deals with long-term interest of the consumer and present requirement of the consumer. Let's explain this point with the help of an example. Students, can you see the image? Is it visible to all? Yes, anyone?
Not clear.
No.
Okay. Now is it visible? The shopkeeper and the consumer.
Yes.
As you can see in this picture, he is the shopkeeper and she is the consumer. She is saying, I want to buy a microwave of good quality. And shopkeeper is saying, ma'am, you can buy this one. Okay? But she replied, no, give me that one with ISI mark. So, as a consumer, she is practicing her rights very clearly, very properly. I think mind of okay. I'm rubbing the blackboard. Second important right of consumer is right to information. Right to information. Write down. According to this right, the consumer has the right to get information about the purity, price, quantity, quality, and standard of the product. Standard of the product. So that a consumer can protect himself or herself from unfair trade practices. Let's discuss an example. Students, what is this?
Lays.
Okay. And what is this?
Labeling.
Yes, back side of the lays where the whole information is written. We can see the information of ingredients. Students, can you tell me which information you will see while purchasing the product?
Price, quantity,
Okay.
ingredients,
Yes,
Expiry date,
exactly.
manufacturing date.
Yes, that's good. Very good, very good. Let's proceed further. Next point is right to make choice. Students, next right of consumer is right to make choice. Write down its explanation. According to this right, the consumer has the right to choose the product of his or her right depicts that consumer has the full right to choose product of his or her liking. No seller or retailer can force a consumer to purchase a particular kind of product. A consumer must be free to choose. Okay, students? Okay. Students, tell me what is this?
Dairy milk chocolate.
Okay, good. And what is this?
Kit Kat chocolate.
Okay, which one will you prefer to buy?
Dairy milk.
If a shopkeeper force you to purchase Kit Kat, will you purchase?
No.
Exactly. So as a consumer, you are exercising your right to make choice. Okay, students? Get the point?
Yes.
Okay,
ठीक है
students.
बच्चे, बस करो। बच्चे फीडबैक दो तो, शाबाश। ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ कोई पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव
बहुत
पॉइंट
अच्छी
दसो।
थी।
सही है सही। और सर जो आपने बोला था सर कि है ना
हाँ जी,
कैन वर्ड नहीं यूज करना है।
हाँ हाँ, इसने कैन यूज किया है, ठीक है। और पीके टेस्टिंग कैसी थी?
सर फर्स्ट
पीके
क्वेश्चन में
टेस्टिंग,
प्रॉब्लम थी थोड़ा सा।
हाँ फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में प्रॉब्लम है। और वैसे भी ना ये ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन पे जाएगा लेसन, नॉट कंज्यूमर राइट, है ना। तो राइट्स के क्वेश्चन किसी और तरह से पूछने चाहिए थे हमें, ठीक है। और बताओ, शाबाश। अदरवाइज प्यूपिल पार्टिसिपेशन अच्छी है, पिक्चर्स भी ठीक थी, लेकिन वो प्रिंट आउट नहीं हो पाया। चलो कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है। चलो बच्चे, नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट।
Yes, sir.
63।
हाँ जी सर.
हाँ बच्चे, करो शुरू।
सर विजिबल है.
हाँ ठीक है बच्चे।
Good morning, students.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम।
Good
गुड
morning.
मॉर्निंग, गुड मॉर्निंग।
Students, today we are going to learn a new topic. But before that, I will ask you some questions. Students, tell what is the name of this product?
Himalaya.
हिमालयन।
Very good. Very good. Students. What is the name of this product?
पार्ले-जी।
Very good. And the name of this product?
अमूल सफेद मक्खन।
Very good. Students, now tell me what is the process of giving a name, sign or a symbol to a product?
Branding.
Yes, very good. Branding. Today we will discuss about branding, its importance. Students, take out a notebook and write down the meaning of branding. Branding is the process of giving name, sign, or a symbol to the product. Students, branding is a process where the producer or the manufacturer give the name, sign, or a symbol to the product so that they can make differentiation of the product from the competitors. Is the meaning clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, students, branding involves the two things. First of all is the brand name. The brand name means the thing that can be spoken or the thing that can be seen on the product and which can be uttered. Students, tell me the brand name from this food product.
No.
Yes, very good. Now, see, oh, students, the Dettol is visible over here. From the product, we can identify the product that is the Dettol, and this is the brand name of the product. Students, the second point is brand mark. Brand mark is the mark that cannot be spoken. It can only be seen. It is a combination of sign, symbol, or a letter. Students, have you seen this sign?
Yes.
Can you tell me? Yes?
McDonald.
Yes. Yes, very good. Just by seeing the sign, you can identify the company. So, this is the brand mark of the company. Is that point clear, students? The brand name and the brand mark?
Yes.
Very good. Now, this brand name and brand mark is protected by the manufacturer so that no one can steal the brand name or the brand mark. The legal protection that is given to the brand mark and the brand name is the trademark. No other company can use the M letter word and it was used by the McDonald's. Only the McDonald's can use this symbol. No other company can use it. So the company give it a trademark to the symbol. Students, write down the meaning of trademark. It is a legal protection given to the product. Students, is the point clear?
Yes.
Very good. Moving towards the importance. branding involves importance to the marketer as well as to the consumer. First, moving on to the importance to the marketer. Now, the first importance is it enables differentiation and product market. Now, students, when a product is given a brand name, then it is easily differentiated from the other's product. For example, if we go to a shop to buy Colgate, right? If the shopkeeper gives us Pepsodent, we can easily get identified that the difference between Colgate and a Pepsodent. When a company gives a brand name, it enables the differentiation between the product and the other product from its competitors. Okay, students?
ठीक है बच्चे, बस कर। हाँ बच्चे, दो ऑब्जर्वेशंस, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स। शाबाश।
सर यूज ऑफ रियल ऑब्जेक्ट्स था, अच्छा था। वॉइस वॉइस भी
वेरी
अच्छी थी।
गुड, वेरी गुड। और नेगेटिव पॉइंट कोई? बच्चे ब्लैकबोर्ड राइटिंग ना तुम्हारी ऊपर को जा रही है। हाँ, बाकी ठीक है बच्चे।
Very good
गुड
morning.
मॉर्निंग, गुड मॉर्निंग।
Students, today we will be starting a very interesting topic. Before starting this topic, I'll be giving you a situation. So all the students listen to the situation very carefully, because after that I'll be asking you questions. So students, listen to the situation. So the situation is, suppose you are a business, you have a business of you have a large business of distributing oxygen cylinders. And as you know that today our world and India especially is facing a very critical state of oxygen, lack of oxygen, and in this time, this businessman wants more managers for its business to get the done. So the question is, my first question is, what is this process of managing things is called? Yes, students?
मैनेजमेंट।
Management.
Yes, right, Shweta. Right, Neeraj sir. So, next question is a title to the situation I presented to you. Give a title. This is my voice audible?
Need of management.
क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर बच्चे।
Need of management. Very good. Right. And the last question is, what is the purpose of appointing managers?
To manage all things.
Yes, very rightly said. So, with the questions you and the answers you gave to the questions, today's topic is need of management and nature of management. Need and nature of management. So students, open your notebook and write down the importance of management. So the first point for this is management helps in management helps in achieving group goals. Yes. Write down this. Management helps in achieving group goals. So this point states that as if whether it's a small organization or a big organization, there are departments, like there are whether the person is managing it, all the one, there is suppose a large organization. I given you in the situation that there is a large organization and it will be having different departments, like department of finance, department of production, department of warehousing, and so on. So there are different departments in an organization for proper functioning of the organization. So every department is having its own goal. Like in finance department, it has to collect all the necessary monetary things which required, and at the end of that, it has to prepare the balance sheet. And for the production, its goal is to achieve the production targets given by the organization. And warehousing department facilitates that proper distribution and proper storage of the goods is done. So it management, when there is proper management, it helps in achieving the group goals. Okay students, have you written this point? Yes students.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So the next point is management increases efficiency. What does this word means? That it means that efficiency means that reducing the cost and having the best production with the available resources. So management increases efficiency. Management helps in achieving the efficiency by allocating different persons to the right job, and looking for the, and the managers will see that whether the work is done properly or not. It helps that proper work is going on or not. So when there is management in the organization, proper management, it not only provides efficiency, but it increases the efficiency of the organization to the best level of it. So this is the second point, management increases efficiency. So the next point is management creates dynamic organization. So the third point of importance of management is management creates dynamic organization. What does this word dynamic means? Dynamic means that the continuous changes being occurring in the business world, and that is known as dynamic, the changes being occurring. So you can write down in your notebook what this word dynamic means. That it means that changes being going in the business environment. So this point states that management creates dynamic organization. Like with an example I will explain to you. Like there is an example of two organizations, and one is watching the world carefully, that what is going on in the world and what is required, and one is just going through its work like it's already been doing. So tell me, students, which organization will survive in the market, the first firm or the second firm? The first firm who is having the innovation, and the second firm who is just going with the static, the things which it is having. So tell me.
First form.
Yes, very rightly said, Megha. So this point states that management creates dynamic organization. Like the first firm, it will the organize in that organization, the persons who are working will be able to adapt those challenges, will be able to adapt the changes and the challenges being faced at that time. So students, are you clear with this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You can write one more example in this, like the banking sector. Like when there was computerized banking, and there were the persons who were working were able to get that knowledge, and there was proper management, and there was proper orders by the authority, and they were able to work under the right leadership. So it was only possible with the right management. Okay. So next point is,
ठीक है बच्चे बस कर, बच्चे बस कर, पूजा बस
okay,
कर,
sir.
बच्चे दो ऑब्जर्वेशन पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉइंट। हाँ जी स्टूडेंट्स।
सर कॉन्फिडेंस है और ब्लैक बोर्ड राइटिंग भी अच्छी है।
ठीक है, लेसन प्लान भी इसने अच्छा बनाया। हम्म, लेकिन वो सारे टीचिंग एड्स एंड च क्यों लगाए हुए थे?
मतलब मैंने टीचिंग यूज की है, तो चार्ट मैंने एंड रखा है ना।
वो एंड में क्यों लगाया? लेसन प्लान के बीच में क्यों नहीं लगाया?
तो कैसे लगाते बीच में? तो उसकी एंड में जरूरत है।
ठीक है, अच्छा एंड में जरूरत है उसकी। क्या बनाया उसमें लेसन प्लान में?
Sir, is it visible?
हाँ, नेचर ऑफ मैनेजमेंट। हाँ ठीक है बच्चे, ठीक है, ये हमने रिकैप्चुलेशन के भी बाद में लगाया है।
सर क्या?
ये रिकैप्चुलेशन के बाद में लगाया ना चार्ट।
तो ये तो सर पेज आगे पीछे हो गया पीडीएफ के टाइम पे। फिर वो सेंड करने के बाद।
अच्छा, ये सही उसमें लगाना है हमने। हाँ, ये लेसन प्लान के
सही है।
बीच में हमने लगाना है। ठीक है, चलो ठीक है बच्चे, करो बच्चे शुरू।
Good morning, students.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम।
Well, good morning, students. Today we will learn about a very interesting topic. But before starting the topic, I will ask you some questions. Students, don't give me collective response. What we call the term in which production and exchange of goods takes place?
बिजनेस।
Very good. Why we do business?
To earn profits.
Yes, very good, Pooja. Who sets the goals and objectives in business?
Top level management.
Right, very good. What is the first function of management?
Planning.
Right, very good, planning. Today, we will learn about planning and its importance. Let's start with the meaning of planning. Planning is a basic managerial function. It is a process of setting objectives for a given time period, for formulating various courses of action to achieve them, and selecting the best alternative among the available ones. Planning involves thinking before doing, thinking before doing. Students, look at this. What is written on the flashcard? Yes, students.
When, where, whom, how, now.
Yes, very good. Planning is deciding in advance what to do, where to do, how to do, and who will do a particular task. Next, move further to the importance of planning. Importance of planning. First importance of planning is facing complexities of modern business. Facing complexities of modern business. Business at present is becoming more and more complex. A large number of persons are required to employ for variety of jobs. There is need to tell everyone what should be do, when to do, how to do, who will do at the particular task. It requires setting up of objective of each person. In this way, optimum utilization of resources, wastage is reduced, cost will reduce, and organizational goals are achieved effectively and efficiently. Is it clear? Yes, students.
Yes, ma'am.
जो फ्लैश कार्ड है उधर नाउ क्यों लिखा था?
Now means there will be in the future कि मतलब अभी अभी हमने क्या करना है now. इस टाइम हमने क्या करना है how इसको कैसे करना है by whom it will be done, when it to be do, where it to be do.
Okay.
Okay, Madhu? Second importance of planning is face competition in the market. Face competition in the market. Students, you all know that large-scale production has increased the market beyond the national boundaries. Competition not only in domestic competitors, not only for domestic competitors, but also for foreign competitors, but also for foreign competitors. Sound planning is required to face the competition. If planning is done efficiently and effectively, then we are able to compete in the market and we stand at our position and achieve the organizational goals with effectively and efficiently if proper planning is done in the organization. Next importance of planning is technological changes. Technological changes. Technology is fast changing these days. A machine used today become obsolete tomorrow. To minimize the adverse effect, proper planning is required. Planning will useful in arranging, arranging and rearranging of what? Of resources. Arranging and rearranging of resources. So business is able to adjust according to the requirements of time or to get better results in the organization. Let, let's look further the next importance of planning. Students, look at this. written on it? Yes, students.
Which way to go?
Which way to go?
Yes, which way to go. So it provides us direction. That planning provides direction. Planning provides direction in organization to everyone. What to do, where to do, how to do, who will do a particular task. In absence of planning, everyone doing work in his own way. So there should be confusion and objectives are not achieved if proper planning is not done or if not planning is done in the organization. But if proper planning is done in the organization and employees know that what activity they have to do, then they will adjust their all the resources and they will straight forward to the focus or objectives. In this way, they achieve the organizational objectives if they know that what they have to do. If they are not know what work they have to do, then they are not able to achieve the organizational objectives. To achieve the organizational objectives, small plans are required to formulate, required to frame by the employees. By achieving these small goals, we are able to we are able to achieve the biggest objective in the organization. Next importance of planning is planning reduces risk of uncertainty. Planning reduces risk of uncertainty.
बच्चे नहीं दिख रहे चार्ट मोबाइल चक के दिखा दे बस मोबाइल चक के हाँ ठीक है बच्चे बस करो हाँ स्टूडेंट्स फीडबैक दो बच्चे
सर अच्छा था कॉन्फिडेंस वॉइस और एक्सप्लेनेशन.
हाँ कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल अच्छा है ठीक है लेकिन बच्चे ब्लैक बोर्ड पे जो लिखा है ना वो बहुत छोटा लिखा है ठीक है दिखाओ दिखाओ जरा नहीं दिख रहा हाँ
सर वो दूर है
ठीक
ना
है
मोबाइल पड़ा इसके छोटा लग रहा है.
हाँ वो दूर की वजह से ऐसा लग रहा है हाँ ठीक है बच्चे बस करो बच्चे गुड